there, YouTube. We are back with some more match play commentary for y'all. I'm joined by the bald gnome with the dome, the highwayman, TJ.
You're jumping right into it. I was, whoa.
Oh.
I thought you were gonna give me a countdown. Let's do it.
But we are back with some more matches from Sully's Abode for you guys. Sully's is the local card shop we go to every Thursday for Digimon. Start about 6:30 p.m. located in Bolingbrook, Illinois. So if you are in the Chicagoland area, want to check us out, check the shop out, feel free to swing on by. Their store link is down in the video description along with our socials. But today's matchup features Ari back on cam with Bloomlord going up against Danny with another fan favorite, commentator favorite, the Red Mastemon, which has been really fun to watch. So it should be an interesting matchup. I would like to think that there should be some decent back and forth between these two decks. So I'm excited to see it. Both are pretty good at piloting it as well. So hopefully you guys enjoy it just as much as we do. But yeah, hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Like I said, check out our socials, which are linked down in the video description below. Without further ado, let us hop right into the round.
I'm really curious to see how Masty's gonna do with the new one that we saw.
Same. I think the card is really good. I'm curious to see what the new Lady Dev and new Angelomon are gonna be like, because I'm assuming we're gonna get them.
I would
be curious to see how they synergize with either old style, new style, if there's a new way to play it, or like a nice in-between way. But yeah, go ahead.
I'm thinking we're probably gonna get a black Gato and a regular Gato.
Yeah. That's
and then
what
probably
Gabe
a Lady
and I
Devi
were
and a
talking
Masty.
about.
Along, or a Lady Devi and an Angelomon, not a Masty. We already got the Masty. Just because that would all make the most sense realistically. But the partition was really good, and that Mastemon in general that we saw already seems really strong. And it would be cool to see, Mastemon kind of make a bit of a comeback, because like right now we don't, like, the only yellow decks we have are what, Sakuya and Angels sometimes. That's really about it. Other decks will use yellow for certain things, but they're not like yellow decks.
Like Shine.
Right.
But while we've been yapping
even
about
Shine,
Mastemon,
we haven't seen anywhere. We haven't seen Shine in forever. I can't remember last time I saw
basically,
Shine
we thought it was
actually
going to come out with the new stuff, and then it just never did anything.
Yeah, I mean, like, it was cool. It had some decent stuff, but yeah, it still just really didn't do too much. But yeah, as we're yapping, players have been building their boards. We had a chip come in from Danny's side.
Yeah, Danny did a chip. Ari does have the Toga that he pushed up. Was able to go into Toga X, which will suspend the other body. And he can really pop off here. I mean, the Mimi gave him extra memory. He's got the Toga to reduce Digivolution cost. He's also got the Sunflow that he can also use to suspend. Granted, he can't play anything off of it since it's just a when Digivolving effect.
Yeah.
But we go into an Etemon here. Is that Etemon? No, that's not an Etemon. What is it? Entmon? Yeah. Then, okay. Fair enough. We just...
Evil Gallant.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to go ahead and they'll be able to clear board here if you wanted.
I don't see a reason. Oh.
Okay, that's right. The Gato does a barrier, which, I mean, so you still get like some damage in. You get some chip.
Sure,
Drop a Pomo, that's really good.
That's really good.
And then use the All-Turns effect to pop the Gato. Yeah, that's good thinking. That's really good thinking. Medieval Gallant's it's one of the best cards in the game, man. It is a good card.
I will say this to you though, like, it's a really good card, but you can play around it to a degree.
Yeah,
like it is tough to play around, and you kind of like a well-played medieval definitely locks people out of the game at points, but it's not like one of those cards where like you see it hit the board and you're like, well, I lose. Most of the time.
Yeah, I was gonna say sometimes you'll say that. Sometimes you'll say that, but not all the time. The good thing is that it's, you still have your turn play priority, right? So if you hard play something or you Digivolve something, whatever, or really just hard play. That's more relevant instance in this scenario. But if you like hard play something, it has like an on play delete or like an on play bounce, etc. You'll get that effect first before Medieval Gallant can actually attempt to delete you. So you can take care of it, right? Like you have means of comebacks.
Speaking of comeback,
I don't always do.
I don't really see a world actually where Danny can mount a whole lot of stuff with just one memory and just simple Sala. Now, granted, this Sala does have start a main phase effect, so you can just go ahead, push up Evo into the Shadra, and maybe we can start ping-ponging here.
Play out the Worm. Worm
Okay,
will
well,
be
there
able
you
to Evo into the XV. XV can then pop a 3k DP or less, so we'll pop the Sunflow. Then we get the ability to DNA, so we can go ahead and go into a Dino Bee here.
And this is, I think, a good illustration of the point you said earlier, right? Where, like, yes, technically Danny had placed stuff out via effect, but he still is sequencing stuff out. So Medieval can't interrupt it and be like, well, no. You know, you still have to resolve everything out for... Oh. Camera shake.
Camera gets hit. Camera takes damage. So we are able to initiate the swing and do everything. The Tamer's effect should be live. It was activated when you DNA'd. Because you went into a red Digimon. So you should be able to activate it. Okay.
We might be missing that.
Looks like we're choosing not to, but yeah, we should have been able to. The effect would have resolved when we DNA'd, which means it would have went into the queue for Danny to have resolved earlier, but it doesn't necessarily matter. Would have just DP minus something.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have necessarily cleared board or anything like that.
Here we go.
Ari was able to pop the other Dino B and suspend the one that DNA'd. But yeah, Agitar will play out the PAL.
Gain a memory, draw a card. He already drew for the Evo, so drawing for the Coco effect here. And now we can choose to proc Medieval if we want to. You could, in theory, suspend the Gato, pop up to a 17k body. But you have to be careful about some of the on-deletions on that Dino B stack.
Yeah, there's the on-deletion from the Shadra that'll play out
level
a Worm.
4 or lower. Or no, just
not level 4.
No,
it's Dino B's has partition, but Shadra on deletion. Which, if you partition with Dino B, you won't get the on deletion from Shadra. So.
Right.
Keeping turn, just looking at what he's got available to him.
I'm gonna go
assume
Puppet.
Okay, we're gonna go Puppet, so that'll de-Digivolve. That's a pretty good call. Helps get rid of the partition from that big fella. Bottom decks the Salamon. And then yeah, we pass Danny over to 3, which this is a hard spot to come back from. Like, you have the Gatomon on the board, but doesn't necessarily save you. None of your DNAs are necessarily like immediate removal, right? So that Medieval can still just pop whatever you try to toss out.
Yeah, I mean, just Medieval. Yeah, exactly. Just Medieval is just a huge floodgate here. Be able to Evo Shadra. Shadra plays out Worm. Worm goes to XV. Pops the Palmon. We'll get to DNA.
Go into a Dino B here. And then we will play out another Dino B. Can swing with it Rush. Can activate Medieval Gallon effect not to suspend. That Dino B, I'm assuming, probably pops the one that we just... Oh, we're going to pop the Gato. Okay. Check goes through to training. And Danny now actually in a position to maybe do some kind of something, but unfortunately not seeing the Sylphimons.
Yeah, I was about to say, no Sylphie is tough.
So we can't get any Masties going right now, which is really rough. You're basically just playing like a Dino B Rush engine right now.
Yeah.
Danny just think about what he can do. Probably at this point, it's really just how do you pass turn? Because I don't think there's any immediate removal that's going to help you with this current board state. Ari isn't necessarily in a position to win though.
No, I think
unless he.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
That'll do that, but my main concern with that is that Blitzgray is just kind of sitting memory next turn. I think in a situation where like you just give Ari as little memory as possible, with 2 level 6s that aren't necessarily vegetation and archetype, he can't really do much. Like, he could get rid of security.
Yeah.
But like, unless he like evos into like DNAs, right? But like, I don't think there was a way he would have DNA'd into something significant there.
Okay, this was a good play from Ari, from Danny. Because if Danny had passed over too much memory, Ari could have just hard dropped a rookie, swung Alliance for 2 checks, and then just swung with the Sunflow for game. So Not a choking to one's fine. You're technically safe from dying this turn, or could be potentially.
Well, if you slam down a 3 here, right? That's like multiple.
Now you slam down a 3,
yeah, he's just done so.
Now he can. He couldn't before, but now he can.
Because how big is Blitzcrank?
Blitz is only 12. That's it.
Gotcha.
None of the inheritables or DP boosts or anything, and he doesn't do anything else past this.
He would have been.
He does. He should have. Is it block? He's blocker alliance. Yeah. So doesn't have reboot. So nothing else really happens there. We are gonna partition. Spit out the. Oh no, we opted not to partition. We did the on deletion from the Shadra and the stack. So that's why the Beamon got spit out.
Okay.
But I think at this point,
that
okay.
Be good.
Free
Get rid of
suspended, so
both
bottom deck's
bodies.
Yeah,
Go
and then
ahead,
that should
swing. It should take out the rest of security. Doesn't necessarily quote unquote seal the deal here, but honestly, oh wait, no, unless we go Bloom. Yeah, restand.
Yeah, Bloom for 2. That should restand, yeah, and then swings, and then swing. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a selfie. There's a selfie. All right, go to game 2.
Yeah,
yeah, not seeing
Bloom,
the selfies.
well,
that
the
was
thing
tough.
is, I mean, I don't think it changes the manner of it because I think Ari wrapped it up regardless. But Bloom wouldn't have gained him 2, right? Because it's for every. Oh no, it would because Bloom was suspended. Yeah,
You gain
Bloom
for each suspended,
and Bloom, yes, for each.
and he counts himself.
Hydra is the one that doesn't count itself.
Correct.
Yeah,
That's stuff that he unsuspends, and then
is pretty good.
His DP and piercing is just based on number of suspended Digimon when he swings.
Correct.
So, the number of his suspended, I can't remember if it's. I think it's just your Digimon.
Yeah, it's just yours. Yeah.
That was why Bloom was always kind of like the better option than Rose, because Bloom didn't have to interact with the opponent's board in order to get full value out of his effects. He just needed to be able to play his game.
Right.
Whereas like Rosemon and Burst Mode and all that stuff, they needed to be able to have a board to react to and play against. And if there was no board state currently, like against like hybrid decks, for example, typically, then you're not going to get any resolutions on your effects, and you're going to just do less damage, or have a harder time keeping turn or playing the game in general. You lose out on a lot of effects.
We go analog here just to start. We got a Hawk in the back, which is never bad. So it's decent start by Danny. We go Pal on Ari's end to pick up a couple or just a piece.
Yeah.
And we'll go
Danny
ahead.
pushes up. We'll swing Hawk. Does get a draw off of the Koro.
Got another Hawk.
And then we just drop another Hawk. Get some search.
Pick up the Shadra, we'll find. I believe, because you can pick up a 2.
Yes, that was a Shadra.
Yeah. Both players just yeeting their searchers. We drop. We're seeing good old rookie rush
rookie
here.
Rush the game.
Good old rookie rush. Days were much simpler.
Looking through his hand, just thinking about what he's got. We'll go ahead and just go worm in the back for the 1. And where do we go?
X feed up pop.
X
Yeah,
feed,
that's fine.
pop the pal. Yeah, that works.
You got some choices there as Ari. Do you pick up the Bloom or the 4? I feel like, yeah, the 4 makes the most sense. Bot deck
Seems like you're missing.
Yeah, it looks like he's
just.
That
is rough though, because that's 2 blooms gone. Because that was 1 security and 1 bottom deck.
Running, I would assume.
Mm-hmm.
Like 2 bloom.
Well, no, I'm sure he's running more than that.
We'll see. I mean, like 2 bloom. I would assume like we saw Zafaga Ace, we saw Puppet Ace. I think we've seen. I saw 2. I would obviously run more. I would definitely.
I would assume there's probably at least 3 bloom, maybe 1 or 2 Puppet Ace, and then 1 or 2 Zafaga Ace.
And medieval as well.
And then medieval, yeah. If there is only 2 bloom, then it is completely gone. But I have to assume there's probably more, unless his list is meant to be more like
a toolboxy list, which is what we've been seeing a decent amount of late. But who knows?
Another list, but Ari's definitely looked more. Yeah, he's not running like Grand Gales and stuff like that, which we typically see in the toolbox lists that focus more on medieval Gale and top end and stuff. His definitely has been much more still plant based. We'll go ahead, Evo into an Agitar to pass turn, choke to 1. Danny should have the ability to do some stuff. Okay, drop a Hawkmon off of the Yolikari. Does find a Masty. Danny definitely needs to clear this Agitar this turn. If he doesn't do that, I think he's going to be in hot water.
Okay, so we go Shadow, play out Worm. We'll suspend the 2 Tamers.
Suspends just the one Yolikari.
The one
go
tamer,
ahead and gain
yeah.
memory.
The dual
Goes ahead and Evos into Gato over the Hawkmon for 3. We'll end of turn
so we
DNA.
see a Sylphie here, which finally
Sylphie.
does clear the board, and we'll pass the turn, but I mean, that's not bad at all. Kind of set yourself in a position to go for game next turn with nothing in the back on Ari's end.
Yeah.
Okay, so we go
Man, give me some better Sylphie support, bro. Give me some actual good Sylphie and Shaco support. For the love of God, please. Please.
I feel like whenever they
we should
support,
see
it's
Shaco
really
support in 23 because of Hootie. Because the blonde-haired kid from Hootie gets a Shakomon. So we should see that.
So
at least
swings, does end up living. We neg security off of the Gato, and then you get a DP buff off of XV2. So I mean, that guy's a big guy living. Big Wormmon living too. Go ahead and go XV here. Can in theory DNA, so which we will see into the Dino B, and we should see in theory a Masty come out, I would assume here. Go ahead, yep. Declare the Masty Evo, tuck the stack.
Yeah. That'll go ahead and should be able to trash top card of security and swing for game. Yeah. Okay. All right, we go to game 3. That was a big Masty. It was a very large Masty stack.
Yeah, I mean, the promo Masty is just a good card. Very, very
yeah,
good
it is. It combined with the new BT-22 Masty, I think it's going to make it for a really nasty deck, depending on the support we get. I think that new Mirai is really, really good because she basically just replaces options. Or some options. Because she's just a consistency piece.
Right.
She's a trash setter upper. She draws you 2 cards. She can play out your other more expensive Mirais for a reduced cost. Like, she's just good.
Yeah. I mean, we've been seeing a lot of that recently with the whole... I mean, I know Mirai's not Liberator, but like with a lot of the Liberator Tamers, right? Where they basically can be yeeted to play out a more expensive / better version of themselves.
Yeah.
I think it's become a little bit, I wouldn't say like a common theme, but it's definitely becoming something that's more incorporated with Tamers nowadays.
Yeah. I think it's them one. It's a neat like way of doing things, and I will say the one thing that's different for the Liberators, the Liberator ones don't typically always do search for you though. They usually will still have some other like side effect that will accelerate your game plan, or maybe give you like some extra memory or something. Play out a body.
Puppets to play a body. I think like Shoto is like suspend or something of that sort, right? So something along those lines. Yeah. But I think it's a neat way to like continue to quote unquote print support or like give us another tamer for an archetype that isn't necessarily like, for example, like the Mirais that we have already are pretty darn good. I think
they cover everything the Masty would really
so there's not much
left
that you would want. So it's like, okay, well, instead of giving you something that is a reveal.
You can grab the
you can grab the
yeah, I was gonna say I'm pretty sure you grab that.
But it just gives you another way to like play something out a little bit more efficiently. Because I mean, those Mirais, for example, right? Like 5-drop Mirai is always tough right now. Being able to drop a Mirai for 3 and then play out a 5 it helps make stuff more relevant, I guess. Same thing with your other like Liberator stuff at times.
It speeds you up because it makes you more memory efficient.
Which is what you said. But, where does Danny go from here though? Because you're kind of in that awkward spot of like, do I set up? Do I push up?
He's gonna push.
Decide to put. Oh.
We'll go ahead, swing the Hawk, get the chip, draw one off the Koro. Okay, that's 2 medieval gallants at least. Drop a Yolikari and just call it a day.
players are just playing the setup game here. We go Agitar, which is pretty good for Ari. Just go into it. Yep, into the back, set it up for next turn, and potentially ready to just go crazy. Danny will go ahead and hatch, but given that reaction with pushing the Hawk and just swinging, I would assume we're kind of stuck here and just hoping to cycle more. But, uh-oh.
Yeah, he's definitely stuck. No rookies. Nothing to play off the Olikari. He's got some high end probably. Yeah, just drops a Dino Bee.
Okay. Well, I mean, if it's not dealt with, it's a problem, but it's pretty likely to be dealt with.
I don't even know if that's true. No partition. It doesn't do anything on attack. It's just kind of there, and it's a body. I mean, 6 memory for plants. Yeah, but you don't get anything for hard evoing really. Typically, I mean, Masty promo can do some stuff off of hard evoing at least, but it's still not gonna feel great. I mean, I've also been there. 6 memory is gonna allow. Yeah, I mean, I get it. You gotta do something.
Well, it's like you just feel like crap if you just sit there and be like pass. You're like, you know what? If I'm gonna lose, I'm gonna lose by doing something.
I just have to wonder if he had like a level 4 in hand at least or something.
Go out with a bang.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we're gonna go Bloom.
Yeah, it was a free off of the agility training and inherits, and we get a memory off of the Yoshino.
Yep. So now we plus up to 3 memory, go up to 9. Bloom is big chillin'. Yeah, I mean, yeah, just get some search. You can wideboard here.
Yeah, the world is your oyster here. You could really. That's pretty good, but the Sunflow.
This is Plant's Playground.
Yeah, so you play Pal X, suspend, perfect. So you could go Sunflow on the Lala or go Sunflow on the Pal X. I think, yeah, and then you suspend the Pal X to go ahead and play something out too. So now you really are just hoping to make your Bloom plays that much more like explosive, because the more suspended bodies you can get out on the board, the more powerful Bloom becomes. So you could in theory go you go Agitar.
I think your
play out another
your
body.
Biggest fear right now is if that Dino, if he has a Blitzcray Ace.
Right.
One thing
in theory you would want to try to get rid of it, but looks like we're just gonna full send it and we don't have it.
Yeah, nothing there. So we'll swing Pierce for 3 checks. Danny does get some search off the analog youth, but I didn't see what it was, but I don't think it was anything huge. He did let a rookie go to trash. I'm assuming he grabbed a rookie.
The crazy thing is you could suspend the Toga, play out a Mimi for free. Okay, or we do that. I was gonna say, if you had another Bloom, that Bloom potentially becomes a free Bloom. Granted, it doesn't have Rush.
Yeah.
But double Bloom is always scary. At least you're threatening Ace here with 2 level 5s.
Salamon will hit the board. We'll be able to go into the Gato off the on-play from trash. And then where do we go? Do we have a Worm we can hard drop here? Do you want something else? Or I see the Shadra in hand. But it looks like Danny's still just stuck. And this is kind of the Masty Classic, regardless of what base you play. Like your ratios are always wonky with Masty. No matter what, your consistency is always just like, it feels like it's always hindered. It doesn't matter what you do.
Yeah, it's very much like feast or famine most of the time.
Yeah. It really wants to play like Machine, but like doesn't have the same staying power as Machine. At least in terms of like, you want to hard drop bigger bodies typically, and then work your way towards setting up trash for a big boss monster play. Like, kind of base idea.
So we were able to go into
a different method.
Selfie here to clear some bodies, but might be a little too late here. And we are threatening a potential ace play with the Sylphie, whether it's a Blitzgray that we saw earlier. I'm not sure if he's running any other ones, like a Valk Ace, for example. But
a lot of shiny cards in his hand. He's looking at Puppet.
Yeah, Puppet might not be a bad call here, especially with nothing in raising. Yeah, that might end up just being that might just end up being sort of the finisher. Yeah, here we go. We'll go for 3. Digivolve.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, 'cause he has the cost reduction.
Right.
Yeah, gain some memory. Yeah, now that Gato has barrier, but I don't think that's gonna necessarily super matter.
No. We'll debating on the swing here. We'll go ahead and do it. Ooh.
I don't think he has enough memory to do anything else too crazy. We'll just die to a Masty though. Ooh.
Interesting.
And just like that, Danny
could come back in the game now.
Yeah, that Bloom being gone is really
Oh,
big.
no, that's right. Genai's house does save the Bloom.
Oh, yeah, the plus 2k is 14 or the 13. That's true.
Okay, well.
Swing, that does die. That's...
Honestly?
Ooh. That's arguably worse. That's arguably a worst case scenario. Or not worst, but a
it's not great.
Not as good. Yeah.
It's not good. Granted, now the concern for Ace Overflow is not live anymore because we've already overflowed to past turn, but giving Danny 3 to start is a little tough because we can just go ahead, hard slam that, go Dino B.
We'll be going to Dino B, gain a memory, play out the Sylphie. Sylphie can swing. Security is minus, get a chip in. Where do we go now? I mean, if you have Masty...
You could, in theory... You could swing. I mean, security is -6. Dino B is at 10. There's a very fair chance that it lives. So if... Okay. We just Blitzcray Ace here to get rid of the body.
End of turn can go ahead and swing over it. Yeah, Danny's just feeling like, I don't have a blocker. You can go.
Yeah.
I think
looks like
it was a rock and hard place.
Stuff. Yeah, we could.
Yeah, he needed another ace threat to like an ace threat from removal, or he needed Masty. To be honest, that's what he needed. He just needed Masty in hand. If he had a Masty in hand, he could have easily cleared the body, put himself in a really good spot, recovered, and been pretty well off. But without Masty, it's just tough.
Yeah, without Masty's tough. But no, I mean, definitely decent back and forth for sure. I mean, it was definitely a fun watch. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it as well. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And do check out our socials, like I said, up in the video description below. We've got some exciting stuff planned over the next few weeks with EX10 coming out. And
also
Time Stranger coming out in a few weeks. Which is gonna be
that,
fun.
but also more than 50% of you are not subscribed who are watching this video. Do yourself a favor and subscribe. Feel the rhythm. Feel the rhyme. Come on, everybody. It's Coliseum time.
Make that a shirt.
You're welcome. I'm pretty sure Disney would shoot us or sue us. One of the two. Considering how they like to handle their legal stuff. Them and Nintendo, man. What?
Disney, don't come for us. I'm sorry.
Disney ain't gonna hear this, man. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
True. But anywho's, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section down below, and hopefully catch you on the next video. If Disney doesn't get to us first. Bye.
Bye.